All right, boys and girls, you just completed your grammar review by doing the quiz. We're going to go over those task cards real quick. So this first one says, Susie can't ride the bus today. She has an appointment. What change can be made? Well, when you look at this, you are looking at all parts of the sentence and breaking it apart. So the first one says, change Susie to Susie. Well, this is her name. We do not want to make it lowercase, so this cannot be it. Change can't to can't. Well, this is the word can't, but this one has an apostrophe meaning cannot. This one should have been your answer. Make no change, no. This was incorrect. It was a contraction. We needed to have our apostrophe. Let's look at our next one. This one said, Henry and I made dessert tonight. It was banana pudding. What change can be made? Change I to a lowercase I. Remember our rules about capitalization. I is always capitalized when it is alone. So I should not be changed. Change pudding to, this is really, it says pudding instead of pudding, because that's that double consonant when we learned about double consonants and the syllables when we clap it out. So change pudding to pudding, no. This one was a make no change. Always pay attention to the double consonant here. Okay, very good. Let's look at this one. We were so excited to go to the fair. Are you ready? What change should be made? Change the exclamation mark to a question mark. So right here, are you ready? If I asked are you ready to go, are you going to give me an answer? Normally, yes, you're probably going to answer your mom if she asks you a question. So this should have been a question mark. Change were to where. We were so excited, or we were. So we're not going to make any of those type of changes. So we should have put a question mark if we're asking a question. Your next one was, Mom was mopping the floor, the kitchen floor, because Fluffy ran through the mud. Fluffy ran through the mud. What change can be made? Are we changing the name Fluffy to lowercase? Remember our rules about names. All names are capitalized, names of animals, names of people, those are proper nouns. We don't want to make it lowercase. Change, she was mopping the kitchen, moping to mopping. The answer should have been this one, double consonant again. And of course it wasn't a make no change. All right, let's look at our next one. The girls were so excited that they ran out the door and forgot their backpack. Change girls to girl apostrophe S. Well, girl apostrophe S mean something belongs to one girl. Well, the girls were so excited. There's more than one girl here. There's nothing that belongs to them. There's not possessive. We are not changing that. Change backpack to backpack. Yes, it is a compound word, and we talked about compound words a couple weeks ago. When you take two words and you combine them and it comes up with a new meaning, the answer was backpack combined. The boys and I ran down the street to visit the neighbor. We forgot to grab their backpacks before we left. What change we made? Boys to boys. So this one wants you to capitalize boys. Are these, do we know their names? Is this a proper noun? No, it's a common noun. We do not need to capitalize it. Change their to our. The boys and I ran down the street to visit the neighbor. We forgot to grab our backpacks before we left. Yes. Make no change, no. Because they were grabbing their own backpack, so you need to use our. If you said their, you're talking about someone else. All right, our last question. In class today, you will need a pencil, a marker, and a piece of paper. What change can be made? Change piece to piece. Now remember, this was one of our spelling words the other week we talked about homophones. Piece of the pie, you spell it P-I-E. We don't want to change that to be incorrect. Insert a comma after pencil. Let's see. Remember, commas, if you're listing several things in a series, more than one thing that you need to have, you have to have a comma. In class today, you will need a pencil, comma, marker, comma, and a piece of paper. So you need three things. You need a pencil, marker, and paper. So this, you would need a comma here. So this one was your answer. Great job.